And I guess one of my last questions is walking in your shoes, because entrepreneurs, they're going to be admiring you from what they're seeing today. So what does your daily schedule look like, as an example?
I'm going to go back. So with entrepreneurs who are listening, I really don't want them to get the sense that admiration is the thing, or that I hop, skip and jump through all of it. We continue to make deep and profound mistakes as we go. And the most recent, we had a warehouse management system issue that really did become an existential crisis for the business. And, it sat at my and Pete's door that we hadn't put enough emphasis on it, that we as leaders hadn't given it enough airtime. And, it caused huge issues for so many people in this business and our partners. And we really had to apologize to everybody that we got it so wrong. And these sorts of things are a real reminder that not only do things go wrong, but you get things wrong. So I think if you want to admire anything about me or MECCA, it would have to be my optimism in the face of the many mistakes I make, that we make, and that's okay. So I don't want to give anyone the idea that it's all rainbows, unicorns, and we just tap dance from one lily pad to another. We don't. So that would be.
You also took responsibility. That's what you're saying. That's.
You have to, right? Yeah. You have to.
Some people can't. It's somebody else's fault. We got the wrong software.
So what does my day look like? They're so varied, but the first thing I do is I'm in this for the long haul, right? So I got to look after me. And to look after me, there's just two things. There's sort of health and happiness. Health, so I get up and I exercise, do yoga 3 times a week. I do personal training twice a week. I do a lot of walking meetings first thing in the morning, an hour around the tan. One of those things will happen every single day. And then I will always sing in the shower, because I've read the book Project Happiness by Gretchen. I've forgotten her last name, but we'll come back to it. And, music in your life is incredibly important. So I literally have it on full ball every day. Then I will meditate at some point during the day. But if I have a big meeting in the office, we have meditation pods in here. And I will go off for 20 minutes before like a 3-hour meeting. So if I've got it going on during the day, then I won't do it in the morning. I do love doing it in the morning, but so that will happen. Then if I'm in Richmond, I'll come into support centre. I'm a massive believer in all being together. I think that there is nothing that builds a community as strongly as being together, sharing ideas. And I talk about it being the cement between the bricks. We're all these bricks, but actually it's the community of being together that makes all the difference. So I am at the opposite end of a working from home advocate for the individuals and for the culture. So I will be here all day, every day. And I spend a lot of times in meetings, honestly. I try and make them worthwhile. So I try and make the meetings much more creative brainstorming. I'm really not great just going through a deck. The most powerful meetings for me is something that, again, I got from Steve Jobs. 3 hours a week he would spend just whoever he wanted with on marketing and 3 hours on product development. And so that's the model I've tried to take. And we used to do it every Thursday morning, 9 till 12. And that's the model that I try and bring to everything that we do. And then I'll try and do walking meetings during the day, I'll meet with brands, Zoom meetings, education, whatever's going on. And then at the end of the day, home, family, always sit down for dinner. And my kids try and say to me, we're the only family that sits down to dinner every night. I'm like, well, that's so funny you say that, because I've spoken to so and 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 so, and they do too. So
the jury for the kids.
Yeah. But it's incredibly important. My parents are exceptionally important, so they join at least twice a week.
Wow,
so breaking of bread, I'm obsessed with that. And then I will go for a walk with Pete around the Tan. We used to do it with the best dog in the world. Best dog in the world's gone to dog heaven. So now we've continued that, and we flesh out a lot on those meetings. That's what I'm here. But I spend a huge amount of time traveling, seeing brands, looking at new things, meeting people, looking at retail concepts, visiting the stores. I think it's incredibly important to be here and to work with everybody on how we're driving things forward. But you have to bring what's going on out there, and you have to sort of put that through, some sort of crucible, and work out how to make our business contextually make sense in the broader global arena. Plus, how do we stay absolutely ahead of what everybody else is doing? And I think MECCA's this beautiful mix of, we live in a bubble and we stay in a bubble, and our bubble is about exactly where are we going and how are we customer obsessed, and how therefore do we have the capacity to be very different. But then how do we make sure that anything that's going on internationally, that we stay ahead of it? All of this. I feel like I'm just talking.
We could keep going for hours. Your enthusiasm and your passion is so contagious.